got the sweep. I wish we would have played a little bit better. But we did what we had to come here today and do, and got the sweep. And big inning there. We gave up 2, went down 3-0, scored 4, and we were able to tack on another one. And I thought that Vince pitched really well, 3 innings in relief. They were starting to kind of feel it a little bit, and he did a really good job of keeping them at bay. And we made some plays. We had a good weekend, but we've got to get better. I'm sure every coach says that. It's kind of coach speak, I guess. But we'll have tomorrow off and be back at it Tuesday.
You talked to Bobby Morganson a little bit at media day press conference. You saw flashes this weekend of what he could do.
Yes,
what was your evaluation?
I thought pretty good. Overall, people don't realize the jump from community college or high school into Division I baseball. And I talked to him briefly about it. I was like, this is totally different, right? You might have seen, they left-handed pitching throwing 91, 92. You might have seen it once or twice last year. You saw it 3 times this weekend. 3 times this weekend. So it's a little bit different. You have to, but I thought he did a good job of kind of changing his swing mid-weekend and got the barrel on top. And but there is an adjustment. Frankie went through it too, and he had a couple hits today. And but when you see these guys constantly, it's different than where they were last year.
I know we've talked in the past about the annual Miami games, and how some guys maybe get a little bit excited because it's their first time in a rivalry. With so many new faces, do you expect that some guys will be nervous this week or maybe a little overexcited?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, we went down there in the fall and played them. I think it's all part of it. Whether we're going there, we're going to Central Florida or Florida Gulf Coast, it's one of 56 games on the schedule, and we got to go down there and play. We'll see. I'm sure they got up to a good start this weekend. I saw the score Friday and followed the game a little bit on Saturday. I don't know what they did today, but they're good, and that place is not easy to play. You're fighting a lot of tradition when you go down there, but I enjoy it. It's always a good game.
So Coletti, he started a lot last season. Is he going to be in the bullpen going forward this season?
That's the plan. He feels a little bit more comfortable out of the bullpen. Sometimes when guys start, the between starts is what gets them. And that was part of what, as the season went on, it just, the compression of the time in between starts got him. You have to be a little bit, you have to adjust to it. And now he comes to the ballpark and he knows he can be in the game. Before, it would build up. And if you don't pitch well, then it's like, I got to wait a whole nother week. So I think he enjoys this more. And we're going to leave him here until, if and when we have to make a change.
One of the weekend evaluations, just the takeaways with Zach Schneider yesterday in that goose roll. I wasn't there yesterday, but what'd you see from him?
Well, he did exactly what we needed him to do. He wasn't coming out of the game. And I got talked out of using him today, but that's all right. It's kind of a little tongue-in-cheek to see what our pitching coach's response would be. But Zach came to me in the morning and said, hey, I threw, I'm good. The guys from down there, they don't get as sore as the traditional overhand guy. So, but you might see, like I talked about, you might see a little bit more of that. There's some young guys out there and they need a little bit of time to kind of get themselves acclimated to college baseball.
I know there's some big shoes to fill at shortstop with Tyler Frank being gone. How do you think Wilfredo Alvarez performed this weekend?
I thought he did a nice job. I thought he did a nice job. I thought that he made the plays. He's a little bit more traditional than Frankie, which I talked about. He made the plays. He made some plays on the run. His throws are accurate. I thought he did a nice job. Again, that's not easy to follow.
Yeah, definitely.
You don't want to be the one that follows the legend. But I don't know how much Tyler's here hanging around, so I don't know how much. I don't know if kids think about that stuff as much as we think about it. You know, they all think they're great, so that's good. You know, I tell people all the time, the greatest part of my job is they think they're invincible. The worst part of my job is they think they're invincible. You know, young people, it's great to be around them.
There were a couple of errors that were made over this weekend defensively, so how do you hope to see that improve as the season progresses?
Oh, well, we'll work on it Tuesday, but, you know, we had 4, 6, I think 7 errors, which is not good. You know, I did not think that was going to be part of our kind of MO. Joe had one, not really worried about that. You know, Frankie, again, the game speeds up on guys. Frankie came across, tried to do too much. And then in the last inning there, he didn't do enough. That guy runs pretty well. He's got to come up and get the ball. You know, don't ever let the ball play you. You play the ball. You create your own. A good infielder creates his own hops, and he waited on his heels, and the ball kind of jumped up on him. But we were able to kind of overcome it. So, you know, we hope you put it behind us and move on.
And in terms of your pitching rotation for this weekend, how do you feel that went? Are you happy with that?
I think so. I thought Ruff's outing was pretty good. You know, I was a little nervous after 2 innings. It was 60. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I thought it went pretty well. You know, he competed, which is what you really want out of guys. And he was able to get us a little bit deeper into the game than, you know, after the first 2 innings. I thought we were going to have a really short start. I thought we were going to have a really short start. So I thought overall it was pretty good. I thought it was pretty good.
Do you know yet who's going to start on Wednesday night?
No, we'll name that tomorrow. We'll sit down and talk about it tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you so
Thanks.
much.